What's up, guys? You're watching DIY Dozier. Yes, I'm sweating. We're back at it. Round 2, second episode of the bathroom demo and the remodel in the house. Stick around, show you tools that are required and how to get the job done. So I'm not really sure with where I wanted to start inside the bathroom as I'm walking around in here. Obviously there's, a lot to do in this closet behind me. And then in this bathroom here, we got that cabinet up on the wall and we got our toilet down below there. So I think what I'm gonna do is start with this toilet here. So I'm gonna drain the water out of there, turn off the water line, flush the toilet a couple times, make sure all that water's out. Get a towel, sop everything out of the back, and get the tank off the toilet, and then I'll get the toilet off the floor, and then I'm going to stuff a rag or a bunch of paper towels inside the drain of the toilet. That way I don't have that nasty odor from the septic tank coming up into the house. After that, I'll come in here and get this guy off the wall. It's just got a bunch of screws in it. Whoever hung this thing did a crappy job. We bought this house, it was 2 years old. So anyway, get that off the wall, and then I'm going to open this wall up. So let's start with the toilet. All right, I've sopped out all the water out of the toilet with that rag right there. I just drained it in the sink. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the tank off the back of the toilet. Alright, so I got the cabinet off the wall now. I'm gonna take a razor knife and cut that corner all the way down here to the floor on both corners, all the way up, and I'm gonna cut it straight across the top corner as well so I can remove this whole wall here. That way I can see what I'm working with as far as wiring, plumbing, whatever that may be in there. I don't want to cut anything too deep. I'm just going to take a hammer and punch a couple holes and go from there. So let's see what happens here. So yeah, looks like there's nothing crazy back here. I don't see any plumbing, no electrical, nothing that's going to hurt me. The exciting part is what's on the other side of this wall right here. Let's have a look. Hello? Hello? Alright, got some more demoing done. I got our toilet water line located here. Looks like it's coming up, going through a stud there, and then going right back down. Again, no electrical in this wall that I'm aware of. Nothing's coming down. Nothing seems to be going across. I'm going to take a flashlight and look up inside the hole on all these sides here. And I'll probably knock another small hole right there just to take a look. And I'm going to break out the Sawzall and start cutting from the top all the way down and around and get this drywall out so it's not so messy on the other side. Because it is getting messy down there. Yeah. Hey, look, we're a little closer to the ceiling now. I bet I could change that light fixture easily now. Let me just give you all this quick little disclaimer with this bathroom project. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I don't. I have a general idea. And what better way to learn than to just go ahead and do it yourself? So, you know, let's do it. All right, so letting the dust settle for a minute. Literally letting the dust settle. I've cut out this one board here. Like I said, I know it's not a load-bearing wall, so I can go ahead and start chopping away at it. As you saw in the video, I was trying to cut big pieces and pull it this way on the inside of this hole because it's a heck of a drop outside. But as you can see, I missed a few pieces. I had one piece fall and took a chunk out of the drywall down there. You can see that hole there. And then, of course, with the Sawzall, I got a little action here on the wall. It is what it is. Whatever, no biggie. But yeah, my Sawzall blade is not for this. It was one I had laying around. It was a bimetal blade, so it's a fine tooth blade. I need a coarse thread that's made for cutting wood and doing general demo. So, time to head to Ace Hardware and go grab some better Sawzall blades. Get some new Sawzall blades that are made for the job. Let's do it. All right, so I run to the store, went ahead and picked up some 3M masks. That dust was getting kind of bad. I didn't really want to be inhaling all that mess. I also got some heavy-duty contractor-grade garbage bags, along with my new blades here for the Sawzall for cutting through the wall and stuff. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this wall cut out. Open this thing up. So I stepped out of the house for like 5 minutes to go handle some business. And I come back and of course, the missus wants to have a hand in the projects. But there's no camera rolling, so we didn't show it. No big deal. But she took it upon herself to go ahead and remove the doors. How nice of her. She took the doors off for me. Yeah. Anyway, back at it. Cleaning up some mess right now, and after I get done cleaning up, we'll continue this cutout here. I'm gonna get this wall next, and that wall as well. So this whole thing is gonna be opened up. I need to be extra careful with this electrical when I get to there. So anyway, yeah, keep rolling. I have quite a mess. Got this whole doorway demoed to the ceiling. We are working on this wall now, trying to get it out. Here's another wall that's going to lead to the stairwell outside that we're going to, this is probably about where we're going to stop with the floor, somewhere in here going out. So I got to tear this out. But I knew there was a light switch right here on the other side of the wall. So I was trying to be careful with that. What I did was just took my hammer and tapped on the drywall, created a hole so I could see inside. And once I could see inside where it was at, there was this brace across here in the middle. They just drilled a hole when they built the house, and they ran the wires down through it. Well, I didn't want to undo it. I'm not an electrician. I don't feel like messing with it. So what I did was I just took the Sawzall and just went to the edge of the hole and cut it out. So now I'm gonna take this and knock it out with a hammer, and it should, the wires ought to just come on out. Now there are these staples holding these wires in, so I'm gonna pull the staples out so the wires can hang free. And yeah, we're gonna drop this wall. I'm gonna leave the wires hanging there. I'll probably pull them aside and zip tie it to the wall or something like that. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. All right, so here we are with what we got so far. Got this wall out here. I just got to take this guy out. So get that out all the way up to the top there. Open this up right here. We're going to go to that stud right there, knock that out, and open up this whole thing here. So when I got around over here, you know, we had this light switch here that was it was mounted to the stud. You know, the box was. I just pried the box off the wall, unstapled the cables there all the way up to the top, and yeah. So there's that. So now I can cut this wall, pull this wall out, cut this too, all the way up there, cut that out, pull that whole thing out, and all this drywall to right here, and we'll have all this open space here, and I could start cleaning up for the day. This is a lot of work. Got a big mess. Let's do it. All right, so I came across a little issue here. No big deal. Here's our water line that I did not want to mess with. And here's our power hanging. I'm gonna pull that up and set it aside, but as we get over here, this floor plate here has to come out. And I've loosened it, but that water line is through the center of it. So what I'm gonna do is I have a chisel and hammer, and I'm just going to chisel that wood out so I can remove that piece of wood without having to turn off my water and cap this line. I'm not quite to the point of needing a plumber yet, so I really don't want to have to call one. Anyway, plumbing and electrical are two of the things that I don't really want to mess with on my own. I'd like to have somebody give me a hand with it, but I'd like to do everything, move all the utilities, or move all the water lines and the power lines where they need to go to. Anyway, let's chisel this out. Get in line.
Steady that real quick.
Grab some towels. I'm gonna run to Ace and grab some. The water's off right now. I'm gonna run to Ace and grab some PEX pipe connectors and come back and cut the line and cap it. I was trying to get around, but it was going through a board in the floor. And I knew I couldn't hit it with the Sawzall, so I started hitting it with a chisel, trying to chisel out the wood. And when I got through the wood, the pipe curved under the wood. So it hit the line straight on. So as you guys witnessed just a minute ago, I actually hit the line with the chisel and punctured it. So this is the line. It's been cut off now. I had to run downstairs, turn the water off. And afterwards, I made a trip down to Ace Hardware down the street. And I picked up some PEX fittings, some clamps here. I got a plug for it to go inside there as well. I got a new crimper as well. So now I'm gonna go to this line, cut it off clean, pull it down through the ceiling, cut it off, and get this new fitting in there so I can turn the water back on. And just like that, we got a crimped plug in our toilet feed line that I decided to rupture. So let's turn the water back on and see if we have any issues. And I got the water turned back on. No leaks that I can see. It's dry on the end. There's still some water down there that came off the pipe from a minute ago. Here we are with our little update. Got the closet demoed, the little linen closet. Got our wall cut out. Electrical just hanging there through the hole there. I pulled our water line down through the hole into the. It's just hanging out below there. You see it sticking out. And toilet flange is still sitting there, but I'm not going to touch that. I don't plan on touching any plumbing any further than what we just experienced today. This is a good stopping point. It's going to have to be another few days. I got work to do the next couple days. So we'll get back at it here soon. So all this stuff, all the material that's inside here, I have to take it outside. I went through probably 7 42-gallon contractor heavy-duty bags, garbage bags. That was all the drywall to get it all out of here. The boards, I cut some of them up to make them easier to manage so I can get it through the doors and out the front door of the house. I just backed my truck up to the front of the house, took all the boards outside, threw them in the bed of the truck. As you can see, I'm sweating pretty good. The AC's blowing good in here. It's just, this stuff's hard work. It's not easy. So I think maybe being nervous makes me sweat a bit more because I'm being real cautious because I don't want to bust a water line or get electrocuted, playing with stuff like this. It's a good start. I'm happy with it. So far, things are going well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already so you can be notified of future content being released. You're watching DIY Dozier. As always, share the knowledge, share the passion, share the skill. Do it yourself.